Sorry, I left the balcony door open, hoping we could hear the birdies chirp, but we got doggies barking too, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, I don't know what's happening. Folks, please bear with this thing because we have this solar eclipse or whatever this is, and it's just insane. It took me 5 times to schedule this live, okay? So family, calling all earth angels from the 5D to the 3D. I love you all very much. I'm just trying to make light of the whole thing because if I don't, then I'm going to get upset. And I don't want to get upset, you know? Happy God's Day to everybody. Happy Sunday. Today is March 30th. We've got one more day of this month and we step into April. Hey, Aliki. Hey, Kennedy Elizabeth. Hey, Leonore. Hey, Maria Montes. Hey, Lucy Lou. Who else is in here? Wynette, hello. So if you're new to the channel, okay, I'm allowing you to be into nature, okay? So you got to go with the dog barks. You got to go with the birds chirping. You've got to go with the whole thing, okay? If you're new to the channel, I'm Julia. This is Heart Passion Tarot. If you like my style, if you like what I'm about, then go ahead and subscribe. Come join the family. If you're new in the house, let us know. Moderators, you know what to do, right? If somebody comes in the house. Or for those of you that are new, let us know so that we can welcome you in, okay? Everything that you need in regards to me is down below in the description box. In case you don't know, if you're looking for a live reading from my psychics and tarot card readers, the toll-free numbers are down below. You just say Virgo Nation, whether you're Virgo or not, and you will always get your reading discounted. There's so many people that call up and they don't use the promo code, so please do that because that's why it's in place, so you can get your reading discounted every time. You can also get a free membership to our dating site, VirgoLoveConnections.com. You can download it from your Google Play app, right? So, yeah, it's real people, no chat bots. It's the family. You can check out the FAQ, right, before you sign up so you know what to do. And we know there's still some things that need to be worked out there. I just may sent off an email. So we're going to try to get this. There's a community chat as well. And how do you get to that? From the menu. You just go to the chat and then you can talk to everybody at once. And then there's separate chat between the two of you, so you know. Okay, I'll fill you in as things happen, right? But we're growing by leaps and bounds over there, and it's really nice, and we're getting more and more people. And Virgo, it's really meant, I did it for you as a gift so that you're never alone, okay? You don't have to pay for it, okay? So, good way to network, make friends, find the love of your life, right? You never know, right? Things can just happen like that. If you want to become a member of the channel, it's $2.99 a month. We do 4 lives for the members where I give them free readings and we talk about spirituality there. Now, just to give you a heads up, I know I haven't done your weeklies with other signs because you know what's going on. My computer was picked up by the technician today. He's hoping to have everything done by tomorrow. Or the next day. So we've got our new mic that's still in the box. I'm just waiting to get everything together. It's very difficult to do this through the phone. I'll tell you why. Because if you don't do it correctly, I've got to do it through here, and then I've got to get on the back end to make sure that it's just subscribers writing and everything else. So it's a little, right? So, and then with the readings and all this stuff. So I just want to get everything in place and everything will be running smoothly again. So we're just trying to get to do what we need to do right now to get the messages out, right? So just bear with me, family, okay? I'm trying my best here. And if you guys want a reading from me, which would probably be better to book it like next week, then you go to products and tarot card readings and you can either get a live one from me or one done by video. For those of you that ordered a reading and you can't wait, let me know through an email. You don't have to open up a case on PayPal. Just email me. If you don't want to wait, I'll refund your money right away. Okay? Okay. So Virgo, It's very real. I don't know how many of you are actually feeling like maybe last night or the night before, where you're actually, because they can't attack you while you're awake. They're trying to do it while you're asleep. But you're fully aware of it, even in your sleep. And I feel a lot of you really are like battling in your sleep, and then they go away, right? Because they just can't get to you. So it is real. It is real what's going on. So you're never going back. You're just never going back to that. So they can try all they want, right, Virgo? Right. I wanted to bring up something, the reading about Mary Magdalene. You know, she was a very, very young girl when she went to go hear Jesus preach. Yes. Now, I think she was 13. And we all know how it's all been written that, she was considered a prostitute and everything else, and she went to Jesus to clear all her sin away. Okay, first of all, I don't believe that's true. Out of all the apostles, and she was one of the apostles, she was the purest, because she was forgiven of all the 7 deadly sins. No other apostle was cleansed of all that, only her. And I do feel that because we were living in a society of back then where, hierarchy and men and this and that, who was she, right? Who was she? So let's tarnish her name, right? And let's just say that I really want to ask you a question now. If you were sitting across from Jesus Christ, yeah? I'm just going to be honest. And I think you guys are all going to say yes. And you could be forgiven of all your sins, right? Of the 7 deadliest sins, right? Wouldn't you have him clean you of all the deadliest sins? I know I would, right? I know you would too, right? So that you could be in the most purest form to serve, right? For the highest good. That's all that was, okay? There were certain things he told her that he didn't tell anybody, right? And in fact, she was the one who encouraged the apostles after his crucifixion to still go out there because they were afraid. They were afraid that if they spoke his word, that the same thing would happen to them. And she was the one who told them to continue, that they are protected, right? And that's why they continued. So she deserves a lot of credit, okay? And it really bothers me that they have blemished her name, But then if you look at it, right, look what they did to Jesus Christ. Look what they are doing in this 3D world, right? When we're trying to stand up for what is right? When we're trying to be good people, we're trying to help other people, we're trying to guide other people, right? You always got those lower vibration people that have something to say. So try to think of her a little bit differently because she was pretty amazing. She really was. And I don't necessarily believe that whole story about her and Jesus Christ and having kids and all that stuff. I don't believe that at all. I don't. But she was a faithful servant. She was. And if you think about it, right? When he rose from the dead, who was there? Who was outside there? I didn't see, the other apostles were not there. She was there. That was showing her devotion to him, right? She must have been a Virgo. I'm thinking. She must have been a Virgo. Maybe Christ was a Virgo. I don't know. But, yeah. So, don't allow, there's always going to be somebody to say something to put you down, to put you in your place, or they think they're putting you in your place, right, for what you believe in and what you know is right. So have the courage and the strength to continue with what you believe in, what you feel is right, Virgo. That's what I'm trying to get at, right? Because, and for my women out there, right? because we're women, right? Virgo, if you think about it sometimes. All right, here we go. So God bless Mary Magdalene. Yes, and her role in all of this, because she was his first disciple. She was. And they were all men. And nothing against my men in the house, but you know what I'm saying. The rest of them were all men. And nobody was as pure and as cleansed as Mary Magdalene. So I just want you to know that. Okay. So, just a little bit of thing. That's from the Gospel of, because she actually, we'll talk about it on the next live, but she actually had that last conversation, which he did not convey that last conversation to the apostles. He conveyed it to her. And it wasn't the part where he says that he is, to go back and tell them that he is risen and he goes to his Father. It was something else. And then when she tried to tell them, they didn't even believe her, right? And she was like, why would I even, why would I even be making this up, right? It's like, and then finally somebody stepped in and took her side and everything was okay. But you know what I mean. Okay, so we're always going to have that, right? Okay. So don't lose faith, little one. Everything is fine. I call upon the divine, I call upon the white light, I call upon the Holy Spirit. There's only 2 women that are mentioned, in the Bible. It's only Jesus' mother and Mary Magdalene. No one else. That he speaks directly to. Right? That's actually written in there. I think, if I'm correct. For March 30th, please. I call upon the divine, I call upon the white light, I call upon the Holy Spirit. I call upon the Divine Mother, I call upon the Divine Father. I call upon our ascended masters for their knowledge and their healing. I call upon our ancestors who love us and watch over us from up above. We ask you to join us in this safe, sacred space to give us one message for Virgo or anybody who has strong Virgo placement. And we thank you in advance. Well, I'm going to put these back, but you've got some pretty, you see, look, you need to connect with the divine here. I do feel there is some kind of negative energy trying to penetrate you here, but because you've been given the wisdom, Father says, you know exactly what time it is, what to do, and how to be that spiritual warrior. One card for Virgo, please. One card for Virgo's highest good. One card for Virgo's highest good. I'm also being told that everything is going to be just fine for you, Virgo. And whoever did hurt you or betray you is going to watch you be very happy, successful, abundant, and with somebody who does truly and fully love you. This person was so much in their ego, they thought you would go running back. They thought that Spirit is saying that they could come back whenever they wanted to. But the truth of the matter is that somebody else is coming in for you. And it's too late. Past life activation, Virgo. Number 35. So all they do is watch, Virgo. All they can do is watch. Number 35. You have talents within that have been developed through many varied life experiences. You have had many lifetimes already, even if you don't recall them consciously, helping you evolve and grow into the loving being that you are today. Your desire to grow in consciousness and spiritual power to assist the divine plan unfolding throughout the universe is heard and supported by the spiritual worlds in all ways. To this end, past life material is being activated now for your benefit and for the greater good. Your soul has a history of lifetimes through which it has learned to be wise and develop certain talents. You have learned lessons and acquired skills and abilities. Sometimes these were mastered through very challenging circumstances. You might feel you are obtaining mastery in certain areas again this lifetime, again through challenging circumstances. The soul can certainly develop through joy, love, and happiness, but often it is through an experience of conquering a challenge that the real gems are won for the crown of the soul. The oracle of past life activation comes to you when a power you developed in a past life that would be useful for you to access in your current lifetime. Perhaps this talent or ability will become the seed of spiritual vocation for you, a skill that expands your career or brings you personal joy. The ability that surfaces from the depths of your soul will be whatever is the greatest benefit to you now. Sometimes, while a treasure is emerging from the depths of your being into consciousness, it will be coated in the pain of the past. You might notice the outer coating first, the pain of abandonment, rejection, ridicule, or shaming that perhaps resulted in the suppression or denial of that soul gift in your past life. This may be the reason you have not incarnated with it fully awakened and at your immediate disposal. You have to allow it to rise up to you, and you need to dig a little to crack open the coating of a wound and free the treasure that temporarily became trapped in that pain. When you release the pain, you free the treasure once locked within it. Perhaps your gift was challenging to a community in a past life, whereas now would be more readily accepted because the community has matured spiritually over time. Or perhaps you have matured and now will value your gift and be open to divine guidance to show you how to use it for the greatest good of this lifetime. The gift you are reviving is worthwhile. As you cleanse the memories, beliefs, or programs that once caused you to subconsciously protect yourself by hiding your talent, you will grow strong enough to process the pain and stand in the truth of your reclaimed gifts. If you have been considering a new line of work, feeling like you'd like to explore, express different talents, or have the urge to develop an interest and transform it into a vocation, you are very likely already feeling the stirrings of that past life activation now taking place for you. Trust the changes you feel. A part of your divine inheritance is being restored back to you. The invocation is as follows. Through divine grace, protection, mercy, and empowerment, I call for the activation of all past life gifts and abilities that will serve my greatest and most powerful, inspirational, and soul-satisfying success this lifetime. I ask for healing assistance from the higher beings that love me unconditionally so I can swiftly release my unhelpful conditioning or resistance to the expression of these talents. I ask for inspiration and guidance to bring them into life in the world in the possible best way this lifetime. May all beings receive their full divine inheritance with mercy and grace through my own free will. So be it. Amen. So, yeah, a lot of you are trying to figure out what that is. Right. You're trying to figure out what that is. And you will know very, very soon. A lot of you have that talent, but like in some kind of past life, it wasn't accepted. So you're fearful. Okay, so basically that conversation I had with you about Mary Magdalene, right? Remember the apostles? They were afraid that if they went out and spoke Jesus' word, the same thing would happen to them like what happened to Jesus, right? And Mary Magdalene assured them that they would be protected. So there's nothing to fear, okay? You know, Virgo, I'm going to say something and I'm going to say it straight, right? There's so many things in the 3D, right, that we're supposed to accept that, you know, why is it that, you know, when other individuals stand up for their beliefs or their faith or whatever else, right? They do it. They do it. They do it. And therefore, somehow, we accept it, or we're supposed to accept it. So that thing that we were talking about how strong your faith needs to be, right? And you have every right to express your beliefs as well, just like anybody else does. And, there's always going to be people that are going to love you for what you do, and there's going to be people that have to put their 10 cents, and that's just life, So you shouldn't be afraid. You shouldn't be afraid to fully express what's inside of you, or to share your wisdom and your knowledge with other individuals. You hear what I'm saying? You can't please everybody. You know that, right? Right. But like I said, even if you help one person, then you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, Virgo. Let's go to clarifying situations. Then they're telling me postcards from the angels. Let's see what we need to know. This is about love and career. Let's see what we've got for Virgo. I call upon the divine. I call upon the white light. Whoa, the cards just want to come flying out of my hands. What messages do you have for Virgo when it comes to love and career? Give up control. See, a lot of you are trying to really determine how things go, right? When you should just be in the flow. When Jesus said to us, peace be with you, peace be unto you, I give you peace, right? Right now, all our Virgos should be in a place of peace. Peace, joy, happiness. That's all, right? And to give up control on how everything else plays out. Virgo's saying, but I gotta know, right? Well, no, sometimes you just don't need to know. You just have to continue being who you are, right? And allow everything else to fall into place. So release your grip. It's saying here, release your grip. And how you visualize things need to be, and how they need to be, and which way they need to go. Okay? We already know that the divine is orchestrating something for you. It's those puzzle pieces, right? So let them do their job. All you got to do is just be present, be in the here and now, release control, be in joy and in peace, be grateful for what you already have, and allow everything else to unfold when it's supposed to. It's that easy. So a lot of you are either really trying to control. Here we go. You lost me, and I'm back. Okay. All right. So this is the thing. You just need to ground yourself, okay? You have which from that part, love and prosperity can blossom. But we know, right, when we try to put too much control or hold too tight on our money, that's when we stop the flow. You just need to know that Spirit has got you, and to allow that flow, to allow the blessings to come in, Virgo. For Virgo. See? Okay. What did I just say? Right? You heard me when I said. The next card that flew out was be here now. Because you think if you're just in the here and now and you don't do this and that and this and this, but you're not going to move forward. You are moving forward. Time is moving forward, Virgo. Okay? You are moving forward. One step at a time, right? For Virgo. So there is some kind of recovery. There is some kind of comeback for you here. Okay? There's a very strong healing energy as you keep taking each step forward here. And a way is being paved for you. One that will be triumphant, meaning a victory for you here. For Virgo, please. For Virgo. For Virgo. I feel Spirit wants to bring you abundance, but they want you to just... And you think it should be a certain way. And I think you just need to have faith, Virgo. Is everybody behaving? Are there people in here, or is everybody behaving today? We should be okay because I did set up the settings, right? So we don't have trolls. So the veil of illusion, lift the veils of illusion, seeking truth beneath the surface to navigate through love and career authentically, it's saying here. Do you have him? Did you remove them from the channel? Okay, good. Must be doing something right. I'm just saying. Ooh, we do have a card that overturned in here. Actually, we have several that overturned in here. Okay, let's see what those are. Okay, so you're very strong right now. You're not afraid of anything here. Okay? You're not. And you're feeling a sense of unity with the divine here. Things are being revealed to you, Virgo. And you're being shown stuff. Some of it you're trying to figure out what it is, but I think for the most part, you're starting to understand. It's about you clearing your mind, okay? And listening to the whispers of the divine talking to you here. And standing strong. Those three things, see? Clear mind, listening, and standing strong. So that you can receive that higher wisdom from the divine that wants to be shared with you. So change is coming. Change is coming. Or maybe you're ready to have some kind of change. But you'll see everything in advance as to how you need to maneuver and where you need to go. For Virgo, please, for Virgo. Oh, Virgo. So whatever this change is, it really takes you into a feeling and a place of peace. And then when you get there or you're in that kind of state, that's when you can actually start. Are you hearing all the nature outside? Since you can't get out into nature, some of you, I'm bringing nature to you. Okay, the birds are quiet right now. We'll start. Oh no, actually, we can hear some doves. When you find your peace, right, that's when you can actually start spinning, like when we talk about bringing your ideas to life with the divine, then you can start weaving those dreams the way you want them to be, right? I feel a lot of you are really seeking your peace right now. You just want quiet. You just want quiet so that you can receive wise counsel. And every step, if you're going to be still and you're going to be in prayer and meditation, every step that you're going to make, you will receive wise counsel here because you are protected. They're not going to allow anything to happen to you, Virgo. For Virgo. A lot of you are seeing a lot of birds too, like in groups. Not just like one bird here, one bird there. A lot of you have recently seen like groups of birds. That's a message for Virgo, Okay, so there is something, and I don't know, is it us, family? Something here. It feels like we're kind of grouping up together here to kind of move forward for some kind of purpose. And we're understanding that our connection here brings this thing all together. It is spiritual. It truly is. And we're all getting there. We're just doing it in small steps, right? And maybe that's better because sometimes when you move too fast, you can make mistakes, right? I don't know. Maybe somehow we're all going to come together. I've always felt that. But in life, real life, right? So you are gaining that clarity. You have closed everybody up so that you want stillness here. And Spirit is saying, good job. Now you're on the right track. Now you can go after the things that you're passionate about because there's no distractions. Or you don't have toxic people around you. Those blockages, those challenges have been lifted, Virgo. See, you're getting ready to venture out. A lot of you are going somewhere else. Maybe this is a dream that you've had for a long time, and with whatever this is that Spirit's giving you, it allows you to do it now. Maybe you're deciding you want to go somewhere and go buy a home somewhere else than where you're at. Okay, so the hidden keys. You are being given the key. You are. And I feel here there has been hurtful events for some of you here. But you've overcome them. You're not dwelling in the past anymore. And you're not allowing the past to anchor you. Oh. So, divine timing. You see. I'm telling you, everything is just going to fall into place as it should. And in the meanwhile, you just have to be in the flow and just allow things to happen Virgo. Just have to allow things to happen. I don't know how else to say to you, because opportunities are going to be opening up for you here. Okay? Big changes. And again, with the possibilities, opportunities, possibilities, Virgo. Okay? You're going to know where those have come from here. And it leads you to a lot of potential. Maybe gives you more opportunities to create more wherever you're going to go, or wherever you're doing that new start. You could even be moving into a different city, but that city somehow sits well with you than where you were at. Or maybe you're leaving a city where you just have, toxic people there, bad memories there, and you just want to start new somewhere else. So Spirit is saying, just trust your path here, because you are going to make a breakthrough, Virgo. You are. You will get to where you need to go. I'm telling you, you're going to climb that mountain. You will reach the mastery of the mountain. You will. Again, see, the divine is all over this. Just be in divine flow, they're saying here. Go your own way. Do what you feel is right for you. Okay? Even though you may be all alone, nobody may understand you. You take your path here, and you keep moving forward, steady as you go. Okay? And release all this pressure and burdens. Maybe a lot of you are doing this so that you can have less burdens and responsibilities. Maybe you just want to simplify your life. I don't know, but justice is here for you, Virgo. Just step into the unknown. They've got you. They're not going to let you fall. There's a net there, right? We don't know when, but I know, you're going to go to bed, and the next day, or whatever, within the day, the next day, you go to bed, you wake up in the morning, and everything is different, but in a good way, right? And it's all happening for your highest good. And you will have all the answers that you need. Justice is here for you. You will finally be able to go after what you're passionate about. Make those changes that you need to do, because the path will be clear then. You'll be free to move forward. And you will find that happiness can be so simple, right? Once you go on this path. Okay. Somebody was selling chickens, like live chickens, like if you want to have them in your okay, for eggs. Anyways, that's funny. Okay, so I'm sorry for the interruption. So it's in those quiet moments. You will commit to what you feel is important to you here. All right, you will. And you're going to make sure that the decision that you make is good for everybody, right? For the highest good. Because there's going to be a lot of choices. You get to decide what that's going to be. You're almost there, Virgo. Don't give up. Just keep going. Just keep going. And I feel with whatever this change is, it really helps you to maybe heal your past within you, to mend a situation maybe with another individual. It's going to be different for all of you. But this goal that you're going towards is worthy. I mean, like, it's important, It's like, it ends up being something that's good for everyone, right? So you're on the right track. You really are. You just got to keep going. No turning back. No turning back. Because you will have that stability you need. You will. Let's see what postcards from Spirit want to say. for Virgo. How many people do we have in the house right now? Can I see? I don't even know. Do they even say it here? Oh, we have 131 people in the house. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see what the angels want to say. And then I'm going to go to my deck just to give you separate messages. We haven't done that in a while. All right, here's your card, Virgo. Came out right away. Dearest you, what is true for you? Can you be impeccable with your word? Sure you can. As long as it's not used to manipulate others, the truth can set everyone free. Let go of the results, let go of your fears, and allow the truth to empower you and others. This will set into motion a kind of change that will be supportive of you and loving and all kinds of prosperous. This is not a time to compromise and hide your truth from others. Whatever it is you want, go for it and be clear in your motives, especially with yourself. You will be so happy you did. This is a time where you will tap into the power to co-create and manifest your best life. Doesn't that feel amazing? And the results miraculous. When you tell the truth and ask the same of others, you can learn a lot from life's bountiful lessons and achieve your dreams. Love you always. I don't know what's happening, but it's like, what's the spiritual meaning of a chicken? I'm just wondering. Can anybody look it up? This is crazy. All right, let me go to my messages. Hold on. All right, here we go, family. Let's see what wants to come out, okay? For Virgo, please. Messages for Virgo. Take what's yours, Virgo. Leave the rest for somebody else. For Virgo. I was just laughing. It's just that kind of day today, you know. Well, we wanted to hear birds, so we're hearing about birds. Okay. Okay, you know what? I think I have to close my window. Hold on, family, because this is getting a little crazy. All right, there we go. Now we have quiet. Sorry, family. Did anybody look up the spiritual thing for chickens? Oh, wait. Somebody's saying something. Hold on. Spiritual context. Chickens, particularly roosters, which he had to, often symbolize fertility, renewal, courage, spirituality, and community, representing a connection between humanity and the natural world. Amen. You see? Okay. So he provided us with this message. All right, here we go, Virgo. Here we go. So as they fall out, they usually fall out, when I use this deck, they fall out like in clumps. So each clump is its own message. For Virgo. For Virgo, what does Virgo need to know, please? What does Virgo need to know at this time? Okay, it didn't fall out. It's just kind of, oh, there it goes. Okay. Okay, so somebody wants to come in and but it's a third party situation. Somebody wants to come in and propose to you, Virgo, but Spirit is saying it's a codependency thing. You need to free yourself from this third party situation. Okay, this person is married or is married and also involved with somebody else. It's everything here. Okay. This person feels like they are fated to be with you. This is also somebody who doesn't show any emotion. What was interesting, the other card that was upright was ancestral wisdom. And I feel you have that wisdom to know to stay away from this person. All right. So there's somebody who's very secretive too, I feel. We do have, it feels like a Scorpio energy here. Somebody who does truly want to have some kind of commitment with you. I feel something is going to change here. I feel you kind of always knew at the end of the day, after this long journey, that is who you were supposed to be with, or you're going to be with. For Virgo. For Virgo, please. For Virgo. For Virgo, messages for Virgo, please. Oh no, the whole deck can't be a message. There we go. Okay, I'm seeing here someone is in a hurry to come towards you. So that's like your warning. It's not a bad thing, but I'm just saying somebody is in a hurry. They want to come see you, talk to you, reach out to you, something like that. So something is going to happen. Someone's going to reach out kind of quick here to you here. Okay. All right. So a lot of you are really feeling like blah. You know, I got nobody to love and nothing is working out. You know, we got that group of Virgos too. So it's saying here to get out of the blues, okay? To really pick yourself up now and find the strength through the Creator here to get out of this funk. You really need to change it up because you've been sitting there too long in this kind of energy, Spirit is saying, okay? Or it could be somebody who's thinking about you. Okay, somebody here, but they really have to change. Okay, this is, now I've got the full story. Okay, this is somebody who has just been like, I'm not going to say a drama queen. It's not a drama queen. It's just somebody who just feels like blah. Like, you know, maybe they, you know, things just haven't been going right for them. And they need to actually find their strength and their confidence to change things. This is somebody who's telling you that they love you and that they still think about you. And wow, that's interesting now because we had someone is in a hurry. And as I'm giving you this message, it's saying that somebody's actually booking tickets, hotel, rent a car here, has been saving up money to come be with you. Wow. Okay. For Virgo. Messages for Virgo. Okay. So some of you may be in the spotlight, maybe, you know, here. Or you're somebody of significance, or you've got a huge following, or a huge social media platform, but people know of you. You've cut out the karmic ties. And you're understanding that with this person that was a two-timer, that failure and that connection was just a stepping stone for you to move forward. It's saying, don't worry, just be happy here, okay? This is somebody who you may have fallen for very quickly here. This is somebody, too, that may come back, you know, crying you a river. But you know that this person is a liar, 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 pants on fire. Okay, for Virgo. For Virgo. Some of you are going to get a late night call. Somebody could be wishing for you here to return, to come back, because they miss you now. You're nowhere to be found. And they understand that no one is like you here. But you know that this is going to be a repeated cycle if you go back. And it's about breaking those chains finally. And you did so in the winter time. Okay? I also feel here you have somebody who's too shy to tell you how they truly feel. This is somebody who may have given this a lot of contemplation here, checking out, trying to check out all their options before choosing you. But I feel here that spirit, or maybe they wanted to keep their options open here until kind of spirit kind of woke them up here. I also feel here that you shouldn't be having any kind of stress or worries here. You're going to be doing something different, learning something new, adding something new to what you already do. I also see a trip for some of my Virgos. And you know about this trip because you're seeing messages in your dreams about actually connecting with those people that are at a distance. It's about focusing on your goals right now, okay? Knowing that you're safe and that you are protected, Virgo, okay? Somebody is about to reveal some things to you that you may have not known about. Maybe somebody here, there was some kind of misunderstanding, okay, where you felt somebody broke your heart and, if you had your choice, you wouldn't want to talk to them, but maybe they feel like that about you. So there's silence right now. You also may have a friend who seems to be a little bit of a drama queen, right? Who may have experienced some things here, a friend of yours, right? That may have experienced certain things, but those things needed to happen here so that this person could actually reach to to see light at the end of the tunnel, to become more confident, to do their healing. This friend may come to you and talk to you about this, and that's why I feel that could be that person that you have that misunderstanding with. Maybe the two of you stopped talking because they were going through whatever they were going through and they needed to wake up to their situation and break free from that situation. Maybe they were coming at you, Virgo, with too much drama, and you were trying to help this person, and I feel you just couldn't do it anymore. It was too draining. For Virgo. Messages for Virgo. Messages for Virgo. So you're about to go out on your first date. With somebody that you have a soul contract with. There's a lot of joy and happiness to be had here. I feel this person is being brought into your life. You don't even know them. You don't even know them. Feels like a fire sign. Interesting. So it looks like somebody new is coming in your life, just boom, out of nowhere. If they're not a fire sign, they come off that way. For Virgo. You have caught somebody's interest, though. So there's a lot of synchronicities going on. 1111, 222. Somebody is seeing that all the time. There's some kind of miracle or blessing coming in. Okay. I also feel some trip will be taken. I also feel that somebody needs to know here that all their karmic debts have already been paid. It's time to get creative here, okay? It's time. There's some kind of spark when this miracle happens, right? I see you kind of going somewhere here that you shouldn't, like everything has been lifted now. I also hear, Phil, Virgo, that you are holding out for your soulmate. You don't want anything else. You prefer to be alone right now, unless the real thing comes in here. You have been taking your power back after some kind of betrayal. But I'm telling you, by the spring, you're going to be living your happily ever after again. And it's so funny. There's a fire sign again. Who's showing up here on top of the deck? Okay. For Virgo. For Virgo. So a lot of you need to know that somebody does love you very much. Okay? I feel whoever this person is telling you that they love you, they're now free. This is somebody who was another earth sign, somebody who either you or them was having a lot of negative thinking about themselves. Okay, so they're letting you know that they do love you and they are freeing themselves from a situation. For Virgo. For Virgo, please, for Virgo. What messages do you have for Virgo? What messages do you have for Virgo for today, March 30th? Thank you. Okay, so something is over. Something is over, and now you are free to paint that canvas any way you want. I feel right now something is over, and you're needing to rest and relax, to heal, to recuperate, just to be in a state of peace and quietness, right? Yeah, you pulled the disappearing act. Yes, you did speak your truth in one form or another. Okay? This is somebody who you broke away from that was very egotistical, and their ego did get in the way, big time. And all it was about was being that Knight of Wands, right? Coming in for the passion, never really committing to anything. This person now knows that they don't feel good about what they did. They really don't. And for you, Virgo, you're just saying, you know what? I'm just coming from a place of love here for myself. I just need quiet time. I don't, I'm clearing out the clutter from my life. I am creating healthy habits for myself. And I know the right partnership will come for me here. There is nothing here anymore. The ties have been severed. For Virgo, please, messages for Virgo. Yeah, you're just in this happy place. You're a happy place. You just are. You're going to get an unexpected message. Somebody wants to take you out or invite you to some kind of party or event here. It feels like one of those spa kind of days here, right? Or just doing, just having like a fun day here. Virgo, it'll do you a world of good. I feel you're just going to be, you need it. You need this relaxation. You need to go get a massage. You need to go get pampered here. When you come out of there, you're going to be just radiating inside and out. Whatever you've been, keeping deep within you, right? Or the stress you've been carrying in your shoulders will be gone. Angels are watching over you. You need to know that. And they are helping you heal your heart. And you were told to cut all toxic ties. And Spirit is wanting you to know that you are worthy here. Okay? For Virgo, please, for Virgo. Messages for my beautiful Virgos. What do we have? Thank you. Ooh. Okay. All right. So we've got a water sign coming in for some of my Virgos here. Okay. Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces here. I feel here, I feel like you're telling this person that you're just really happy just being independent, being free here. You're going somewhere. This is not for everyone. You're going somewhere. There's kind of like this Five of Wands energy between you and this person. But you're headed off to a new start here. Okay? You're starting something new, Virgo. Whoever this person is that you just want your own space. You want to go off on this new journey. As much as you keep conveying that you're free, you're liberating yourself, this person still won't take no for an answer. Or maybe somebody is actually, with this time to go, you're going to relocate, and this person doesn't want you to go. This is interesting. What happened? We had some cards that turned over here on their own. Okay. So Virgo, you're at peace. This message had overturned in the deck. And you know that you're beautiful inside and out. And you also need to know that some opportunity is coming knocking on your door. So get ready for Virgo. Okay, for some of you, somebody misses talking to you. This was somebody who was self-centered. They've been thinking about you a lot. It may have been a one-night stand. I don't know who that's for, but they wanted you to know that they are thinking about you here. Virgo, you're moving on. Somebody wants to start over. This is somebody, too, that they kind of mix being in love with you and somehow your abundance. I don't know how that works. You either are madly in love with somebody or, because see, that's why they're madly in love with you, is because they believe that they're entitled to your abundance, Virgo, somehow. For Virgo, please, for Virgo. They're saying to trust your intuition, to stay on your spiritual path. I'm telling you, you have somebody new coming in for you that you don't even know. Somebody who is very stable, very abundant, who is your soulmate. You're going to get what you deserve. You know this, right, Virgo? And look, they're just saying you just need to be patient. The right one is coming along. Don't try to fix your love situation, right? Because you want it, right? Let it come to you. For Virgo, thank you. Something is happening for you in the summertime where you're actually ready to take charge of your life, to step into a leadership role. And that's when this abundance comes in. Or maybe in the summer, this abundance comes in, which allows you to be ready to take a lead. For Virgo, messages for Virgo, please. Messages for Virgo, thank you. Yeah, you're off to a new journey, a road to abundance here. Okay. I feel here that you have decided that something completely is not for you. Okay? You have blocked somebody. There is no conversation. You have broken free from toxicity here. And I do feel for some of you, it could have been in the winter months. Some of you, it could have been in the fall. But you're here to know here that Cupid's arrow is about to strike for you. Even though about whatever that is that happened. They want you to get outside. They want you to get out into nature and to breathe so that you can see things clearly and feel the magic that's about to happen for you, Virgo. Things are not going to be like this. For Virgo. For Virgo, please. For Virgo. There's change coming. That's why you keep seeing those fives. That's why you're waking up at 5, 5:15, 5:20, 5:10, 5:30, 5, 5, 5, 5. Your readings too. I've seen multiple fives. I've seen triple fives. But it's not a bad thing. Okay, so for those of you that have not forgiven yet, you need to forgive them and move on here so that you can go through this transformation once and for all and that you can have your beautiful beginning. I do feel some of you are dealing with somebody who is at a distance from you, and the only reason why the two of you are not together is because of the distance here. This is somebody who is just as spiritual as you. You're both very knowledgeable. And I do feel for some of you, you will be coming together with this person. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friendship as well. Because the two of you together will find the right idea here. Okay? Which leads to your prosperity. Okay. So it's about getting in touch with your creative talents, but doing what you consider to be fun, not something that feels tedious or you don't enjoy doing. That's very important, right? So it's to be creative here, but wow, okay. You could be still in the thinking stages or piecing something together here, okay? But I feel whatever you're about to do is blessed. We'll give you the answers here. And somehow with whatever this thing is that you're doing here will actually lead you to the person that you're supposed to be with. I also feel there's a new offer that's going to make you very happy. Somebody's going to give you something to enable you to buy a new home or a brand new car. You're going to get a very important message here. So make sure you check your messages here. Okay? I also feel some of you may be dealing with an air sign who never stays long enough. So be aware of that as well. A new career change is happening here. This is all happening here for you because it needs to bring you more abundance here. That could be your opportunity as well. I also see here that wow. Okay. Some of you with this new career change here, I feel you are stepping into this new career with a lot of love, a lot of self-worth, and a lot of self-respect for yourself. But something happens at this job and it feels like it's too complicated. And what is it? You actually may fall in love with somebody at your work. You are not expecting it. It's an office romance here. But it is too complicated because I feel for some of you this may be your boss or this may be somebody who is already connected somewhere else, so you're going to have to be careful. I truly believe that this comes out of nowhere, okay? Maybe you did change your job, okay? And now you've got somebody at work that's wanting to be with you here. You were not expecting this. But I feel you have enough self-worth for yourself and self-love for yourself where you know not to trust what's being said to you. Like, maybe this person's like really attracted to you and telling you that, well, they're so unhappy at home and they're going to, let go of whoever they're with to be with you and all that kind of stuff. You've already heard those stories, Virgo. You know how that always lands up. So Virgo, that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed these messages. Hope there was something in here for you. Just wanted to change it up a little bit. So Virgo, I hope on this Sunday you do something fun. You get some rest. You enjoy your day. And I will be doing your love reading a little bit later. You're welcome. I love you all very much. May God watch over you, protect you, keep you strong and healthy and always surrounded in love, Virgo. And we'll be in touch real soon. Love you very much. Have a terrific, and a blessed Sunday. God bless all of you. I'll see you soon. Bye.